Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madalyn. If you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe. I make weekly fashion and lifestyle videos if that interests you. So today's video is a little bit different. Recently I went on a detox cleanse. I'm actually in the third and final day of it, and I documented my experience. So while I have been on the cleanse, I actually recorded every meal and bits here and there on how I was feeling, and I thought I would share it with you guys if you're kind of looking to start something similar. I'll definitely go into more detail about the particular cleanse that I followed, but I want to start with sharing why I went on it essentially. So I'd say for about the past month, I have been feeling kind of off health-wise, foggy headed, very fatigued, feeling like I needed a coffee every single day to function, and I didn't really enjoy that. I didn't like that anymore. This part's probably going to be a little bit TMI, but it is pretty much the sole reason why I went on this cleanse. Last week, my time of the month rolled around, and I was in so much pain, like almost unbearable. Like I had taken normal Motrin pain medication that I usually would, and it was just not working. And I know that a lot of that type of pain for me comes from not working out. I'm not a big exerciser. I figure skated for 10 years and I never had serious pain or problems with my period. But as I've gotten older and I've worked out less, I have definitely experienced more pain, and there have often been times where I've gotten sick because of the pain, and I don't like feeling like that anymore. So when I started my period last week, I got the worst pain. It was very sharp and it was right in the area basically, and that pain lingered for a few days, and I mainly started to feel it in my stomach, and whenever I would eat, my stomach would hurt and I would have a very sharp pain pretty much going around my entire torso pretty much. I was scared it was like lung related or something, because it was honestly kind of in the area of lungs, and then I thought, oh well, there's the virus going around, what if I have that? No, it was definitely stomach related. So I've been packing on the sugar and the caffeine lately, and that was probably a big issue. That was probably a big contributor to the issues I was having, and I just didn't feel good anymore. So I decided to do a cleanse. I've actually done this one before, so it wasn't really anything new to me. So I went on the cleanse portion of this weight loss plan called The Plan. I have notes, so if you see me looking at my phone, that's why. So the plan is essentially a 30-day weight loss program. It mainly focuses on whole, non-processed foods. So there's a ton of vegetables, both raw and cooked. And you kind of eat that way for the entirety of the plan. But the whole point is to find foods you're intolerant to. So the cleanse part, which is the first 3 days of the plan, is kind of a baseline for the rest of the program. You're quite literally cleansing yourself out so you can start from scratch and start introducing foods that you may be more reactive to. And the way you track reactivity is by weighing yourself. And I know diet culture and numbers and weighing yourself is honestly toxic to a lot of people, and if that's kind of triggering to you, I absolutely do not recommend doing this. But the way you track reactivity is by weighing yourself every morning. So you're on track with weight loss if you see a decrease, obviously, but that could mean like ounces each morning or each day, not necessarily losing like pounds by a day. You're eating foods that you're less reactive to if you're losing the weight. So if you were one particular weight one day and then the next morning you went up, then you probably ate something that previous day that you're highly reactive to or a little bit intolerant to. So let's say you're reactive to chicken. It's not to say that you can't ever have chicken. It's just something that you're more reactive to, and maybe you want to eat less throughout your diet. So the plan is a book. I believe you can buy it, but we downloaded it to follow through. If I can find a link, I'll definitely link that below if that's something you're interested in. But now I want to talk a little bit about the cleanse portion of the plan. So like I said before, the cleanse is the first 3 days of the plan, and it cleanses you and it detoxes all of the bad stuff out of you. So essentially there's no salts, no sugars, no caffeine, and no processed foods. It's pretty much like vegan until the last meal on the 3rd day where you introduce chicken. It's very, very plant-based. You also get 3 meals a day and 1 snack. So the first 3 days for breakfast on the cleanse, it's this flax granola type cereal thing that you can eat with blueberries. Lunch every day is pretty much cooked vegetables with a salad. And for dinner, there's been a lot of kale and raw vegetables. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, I do want to forewarn you that there is a lot of meal prep, like a lot, like it's even more than a lot. Like I said, you're dealing with like whole food, so this stuff isn't preserved in any way. There's a lot of vegetables, so you've got to clean all those, you got to chop all those, you have to prep all of those. And I would also say to do it when maybe you have like a weekend off from work. Maybe you're not traveling anywhere, you're not in school, because it definitely affects your body. The first 2 days are super hard. I'm gonna be honest, they're very hard to get through. I had no motivation to get out of bed on the first day or to get up from the couch really. I will say though that I have been hooked on coffee and caffeine more so than the first time I did this, so I have been feeling that, and I'm so excited to get my first coffee tomorrow. Like, you have no idea. But some of the more like common side effects of the cleanse are a constant headache. I still have one and I'm on day 3. It's not as bad, but I definitely still have it. I didn't get them this time, but the last time I did it, I got body aches, which was not fun. And overall, just withdrawals from processed foods, sugar, caffeine. It really is mind-blowing though, and eye-opening that this is what my body feels like when I don't have bad foods. So moving forward, I definitely want to incorporate more whole foods, especially vegetables, into my diet. I feel better. I feel a little bit more energetic today, and that's me without caffeine. I'm someone who thinks they need caffeine every day, but today I've been pretty good. Like I said, if I can find the plan, I will link it below if you want to check that out. So while I have been on the cleanse, I actually recorded every meal and bits here and there on how I was feeling, which I'll go ahead and insert now. Okay, so this is day one lunch. It's actually a pretty big lunch. I'm so hungry. I just got back from work and I'm like dying. So this right here is zucchini, carrots, and onion. The plan calls for it to be like a soup, but we simmered this for about 2 hours, hour and a half-ish, just to eat whole. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with these. There's a few spices in there. Smells delicious, honestly. And then over here, we have some broccoli that's been sauteed for about 20-ish minutes, just until it's tender, basically. And then on top, we're going to drizzle some orange oil, I believe. It's just olive oil and then orange zest. So I love broccoli. I'm really excited to dig into this. And finally is just a big salad. I don't think there's like specific measurements for this part of lunch. So we just have some spring mix. We're gonna put some sunflower seeds on top, and also it calls for, I think it's half a pear maybe on top, but I'm just gonna eat that part on the side. And then we have 2 dressing options. You can either do like olive oil and vinegar or Whole30 approved salad dressings. So this is the Tessemae's Pantry Classic Italian. This is the one I'll probably have today. And then the same brand, but in the Classic Ranch. Okay, so here is night one dinner. To be quite honest, I'm not too excited about this. So it's kale with onions and garlic. So we broke down the kale with olive oil and lemon juice, and then we put it in a pan with the onions and garlic, and then you saute until tender. No specific time on that, just until tender. It smells super good though. I have a bit of a headache, so I'm really hoping this will like help a little bit. I'm very hungry, so I hope this is good. And then with the kale, it's supposed to be beet and carrot salad shredded together with sunflower seeds, but personally, my mom and I, she's doing it with me as well, we don't like beets, so we're just gonna do the raw carrots in the chip form, and that is our dinner tonight. Good morning, everyone. It's actually not morning, it's 12 something. I slept for 12 hours. Oh my gosh. So it is day 2 of the cleanse, and I probably look rough, and to be honest, I feel very rough. I have a really bad headache, and I'm very tired. There's a lot of fatigue going on. I do want to stress, like, if you want to try doing a cleanse, it doesn't even have to be this one, a cleanse of any sort, a detox, you have to understand that your body is not going to feel normal, and it's not going to feel the best because your body is getting rid of all the bad stuff. And it really puts into perspective that if my body feels this bad, this is what it feels like without all of the bad stuff that I've been eating, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I eat like too bad. I just don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. So the whole cleanse is no sugars, no caffeine, and I need a coffee so bad. Like, that is all I want. I don't even want a cookie. I don't even want like cake or anything. I just want a coffee. Oh my word, it just sounds so good. But we gotta get the day started, so let's go have breakfast. So it's after dinner on day 2, and I wanted to show you guys what I'm gonna have kind of as like the dessert. This was supposed to be the snack for day 2. I just thought it would be like a nice little treat to have. It's been kind of a rough day, haven't been feeling that well, so I'm excited to have this little treat. So what's going to be kind of like my dessert for the evening is a whole pear and a handful of almonds. This pear is going to be so good. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for it. Like the sweetness, just what I need. And this is a cup of just mint tea. This is the Fortnum and Mason brand. My mom actually had a cup of this morning, and I was thinking, you know, you can totally do that when you're on the cleanse because I'm not adding any sugar to it. You can add rice milk, but there's no caffeine in this. So I thought I would also do a little treat for myself since I can't have coffee, but only one more day until I can have some coffee, and I'm so excited. So this is what I'm having for the evening. Good morning, you guys. It is day 3 of the cleanse. I'm actually feeling okay this morning. I told myself last night, you know, Madalyn, if you wake up and you feel like you need a coffee, make a coffee. Yesterday was definitely the lowest point of the cleanse. I just had a constant headache and my whole head just felt very like sick almost and fatigued. But I mean, that's kind of what happens when you completely change your diet and you give your body the actual good things that it needs and not junk all the time. So it is day 3. I have a lot to do today, which I'm actually kind of happy about because I'm not going to be thinking about food all day like I have been for the past 2 days. But let's go ahead and get the day started. Let's have some breakfast. So this is what's up for lunch today. It's just kind of like a vegetable soup. I'll put the recipe on the screen. But I mean, there's zucchini in it, carrot, broccoli, butternut squash, onion, chickpeas, and then there's also vegetable stock. And for more flavor, there's sriracha and cumin. You don't have to eat it like a soup. You can just eat the vegetables whole. But I think today I want to give the soup a try. So also with the soup, you get a salad. You can have as much as you want of either of these. But with the salad, you can put like sunflower seeds on top. I just like mine plain. And I'm going to put the Tessemae's Pantry Classic Ranch on top. We have chicken! Some pretty white chicken, but it'll be so good. And then we have roasted vegetables, broccoli, zucchini, onion, carrot. I think there's garlic in it. So excited. Oh my goodness. So we get this with like raw greens, so like a salad basically. I'm gonna skip out on that. Personally, I'm really tired of having salad. So it says on day 3 you get a cup of these roasted vegetables, which I'm saying like screw it basically. I'm gonna have a little bit more than that because these are super delicious. So here we go. Dinner for day 3. So that's all for the footage. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed, I guess, looking at what I ate for the past 3 days. I also hope you saw how much prep goes into making these meals. And 2, I wanted to say, which I didn't state previously, you can pretty much eat as much of these things as you want unless it specifies. So with that second night when we had the rice, that was just a cup of rice, but I could eat as much kale and as many carrots that I wanted. Overall, I think it's pretty manageable if you have time to prep and time to kind of like not feel your best, but it's definitely so worth it when you get past those first 2 days. Like today, like I said, I'm on day 3. We're having chicken tonight. I'm so excited, and I didn't have to work for 3 days, so it was pretty easy to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't already. Give this video a thumbs up and comment below if you've done a cleanse before or if you would like to try this one. So thank you guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.